My friends, 48, 53, and 107. What do these number of years have in common? This is the amount of time we have left before humanity has exhausted our planet's entire supply of natural gas, oil, and coal, respectively. We've run past and we are now firmly entrenched in shit territory. It's no longer about what we can or should do, it's about what we must do. It's time to look at all renewable options, most notable of which are hydroelectric, wind, and solar energies. But there is also an overlooked source that is able to tap into our planet's largest resource, the ocean and its waves. Wave energy offers a completely renewable option that could match and potentially surpass fossil fuels in terms of production and at a fraction of the cost. There are a few different types, but fundamentally they all work the same. It works by having a buoy or other floating device sitting on or just beneath the surface of the water. This device takes advantage of the natural churn of the ocean to drive a turbine and create electricity. The early results are promising. Witnessing the potential of wave energy, we're seeing that it doesn't merely meet the status quo, rather, it opens the gateway to an eco-conscious future where the sustainability and capacity of energy production could feasibly eclipse that of fossil fuels and do so while being economically efficient. With several different design approaches in play, the basic principles always remain constant. So picture a buoy, or really any floating object bobbing effortlessly atop the waves. The essence of wave energy lies in channeling this constant churn of the ocean. As waves push and pull these floating devices, they drive a turbine, converting kinetic energy into electrical energy. What makes this so promising? It's the consistent, inexhaustible pulse of the ocean, a never-ending source of potential energy just waiting to be harnessed. An exciting example of this innovative technology is the fusion of wave and wind power. In a study published in December of 2022 from Shanghai Jiaotong University, they researched a floating offshore wind turbine, or FOWT for short, that was tethered to 3 wave energy converters that float just beneath the surface of the water. According to the study, these converters not only generate power but serve a dual purpose in maintaining the balance and optimal orientation of the turbines. The combined output of this system is significant, with a max capacity of 7 megawatts for each unit. And the cost factor is competitive as well. It would only take 35 of these floating turbines to match the max capacity of a typical natural gas power plant, such as the new gas power plant that Lansing just built in 2021, which has a max capacity of 250 megawatts. An alternate yet equally fascinating option comes from Sea Wave Energy Ltd, or SWEL. Their design, dubbed a waveline converter, operates like the spine of a sea serpent, riding and flexing with the waves. Rather than fighting against the waves, the system moves with them, reducing resistance and improving energy conversion. According to their research, their approach promises substantial energy production, up to 4 megawatts from a modest-sized field that is only 30 meters wide and 180 meters long. It also has a shockingly low cost to produce and maintain, just 1 cent per kilowatt hour, a fraction of the cost for fossil fuels, which range from 4 cents to 15 cents per kilowatt hour to produce. Well, those no doubt are some exciting options. On top of that, just last month, the University of Geneva in Switzerland published a recent exploration of wave energy technology in the Ligurian Sea off the coast of Italy. They tested the cost and energy production feasibility of 10 different wave energy converters at 36 various sites around the sea. They demonstrated that most of the manufacturer systems were feasible from a cost standpoint, and all were capable of producing enough energy to sell on a commercial scale. This study found that it was feasible based on the metric of the guaranteed selling price of energy in Europe, being 300 euros per megawatt. It was found that there were several companies who already have a system capable of producing electricity below this price. Innovations are being made every day, so this is an exciting development. So you see, we're no longer just dipping our toes into the water here. This is a dive into the deep end where a new era of renewable energy awaits us. So now we've discussed a few different innovative approaches to wave energy, but let's dig a bit deeper into some of the challenges. I'd be remiss not to acknowledge the hurdles standing in the way of mass adoption of this technology. Just as with any energy source, there are challenges to address. Notably, the impact on marine ecosystems, the initial setup costs, and the viability of wave energy depending on the weather and location. These are certainly areas where research, development, and innovation will play a crucial role. There's also the matter of integrating wave energy into our existing energy infrastructure. This is not an insurmountable challenge, but it will require planning and investment. Despite these hurdles, the potential benefits of wave energy far outweigh the challenges. It is a clean, abundant, and renewable source of energy. The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet's surface. Imagine the amount of energy we could harness. And while the sun doesn't shine at night and wind isn't always blowing, waves are continuous, providing a constant source of power. In the United Kingdom, the Carbon Trust, an independent expert partner of leading organizations around the world, has estimated that wave energy could meet up to 20% of the current United Kingdom's electricity demand. And with the world's oceans at our disposal, that percentage could be replicated across the globe. Moreover, it's not just about energy. Developing wave energy technology could also stimulate job creation in various sectors such as manufacturing, maintenance, research, development, and more. It's a win-win for everybody. Friends, we are not talking about some far-off, pie-in-the-sky sci-fi dream. This is technology that is available right now. Technology that is improving and evolving every day. This is a revolution, and it is happening right before our eyes. So what can you do? Educate yourself. Educate others. Invest if you can. Please invest if you can. Advocate for policy changes at the local, state, and national level. And most importantly, do not let this conversation end here. The numbers I mentioned at the start of this talk, 48, 53, and 107 years, they are ticking down every single day. But there's another number that's also ticking up every single day. The amount of electricity generated by renewable energy sources. Let's work together to make that number rise faster. Thank you, and let's make waves together in the renewable energy revolution.